More calls today for Secretary of Labor Alex Acosta to resign. He's accused of giving a sweetheart deal to billionaire Jeffrey Epstein, who pleaded guilty to sexually abusing underage girls. Now several high-profile people here in the Bay Area say that he has to go. KPIX 5 political reporter Melissa Caen has that story.
Epstein's actions absolutely deserve a stiffer sentence.
This despite the fact that when Acosta was with the Department of Justice in Florida years ago, his office struck a plea deal with Epstein to resolve charges of sexually assaulting underage girls. And under that deal, Epstein had to register as a sex offender and was given a 13-month sentence in state jail where he could leave and go to work 6 days a week. Acosta's office also kept the plea deal secret from the victims in the case, something a Florida judge ruled this year was illegal.
But they didn't really go as far as they could have.
Hastings law professor Rory Little is a former federal prosecutor.
So today we're outraged by the leniency that was shown to this guy who, if we believe the evidence right now, was committing statutory rape and transporting young girls for sexual purposes and should have been in jail. And instead he got work release.
Numerous Bay Area politicians have called for Acosta to resign. And today, presidential candidate Tom Steyer also tweeted, Secretary Acosta had the chance to throw Jeffrey Epstein in jail over a decade ago, but instead let a sexual predator walk free. He must resign immediately.
Acosta failed the victims.
Christine Pelosi is with the group We Said Enough.
The Congress of the United States is going to do what Acosta did not do, which is listen to Jeffrey Epstein's victims.
Democrats in the House have already called for a hearing on Acosta's settlement agreement with Epstein, and that could be explosive and reveal the involvement of a number of high-profile people, including Democrats. But Pelosi said that party affiliation should not matter.
Raping young girls is horrific, it's wrong, and whoever did it, aided, abetted, enabled it, needs to be held accountable.
Now, as for Acosta, well, Professor Little said it's hard to imagine that he's going to be very effective at his job going forward because every time he goes in front of Congress for a budget request or other kind of Labor Department business, he's going to be asked about this. And Christine Pelosi said that when these hearings begin and the testimony of victims comes day after day, that is going to put pressure on President Trump to remove Acosta from his position. So some agreement that he's not long for his position.
As we were saying a second ago, the Miami Herald deserved a lot of credit for the investigative journalism here.
If they haven't won an award, they need to get one. I mean, they've just been amazing. When no one else was, when it had fallen off everyone else's radar, they went and found something like 80 different victims.
And they're there. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, Melissa.
Thanks, Melissa.